Hello there. In a previous video, we kind of discussed how to create a site from scratch. In this video, we're going to go over some of the very basic features of how to edit your site. So we're going to again start back at the Google site. Make sure you're logged in to your CBISD account. You're going to go to Sites. At this point, the sites that you have started will pop up. And the site that we did just a few minutes ago is the Barrel Pre-Case site. Let's go ahead and open the Barrel Pre-Case site. Now, if you'll notice, it looks a little bit different. The site we had before was from a template. Same template. We made a couple of changes. Up here it said Kinder. This is a pre-K page, so I went ahead and made this the Barrow Elementary, home of the Derrick Hands. Just a quick switch. From the start, the first thing we're going to look at is how this is shared. This is a public, or this is the Barrow pre-K site that we've been working on. To see how it's shared, we're going to just hover over the share button. Right now, people at Columbia-Brazoria ISD can find and access. We have lots of options of how we want to choose this. You just click the share button. If you've used Google Docs very much, this looks pretty similar. You have pretty much the same sharing options you have as any Google Doc. This is who has access right now. Columbia-Brazoria ISD can find and edit. So right now, anybody with a CBISD login can actually edit this site. We're going to change this for now. We don't want everybody to be able to edit it, but this is going to be a class site, so we would like for people that are not necessarily at CBISD to be able to see it. So we're going to make this public on the web. And also anyone can view. When it's public on the web, anybody can view. There's also anyone with a link, so you can ship a link to anybody and then they can see it. Anybody at Columbia-Brazoria ISD. And then from here, if you give it to anybody at Columbia-Brazoria ISD, they could view it. You can also give them the choice to edit it. You can also make it private, where it's just whoever you want to share it with individually. This site's going to be public, and we just want anybody to view it. So we're going to click Save, and it's going to save it. All right, from here, we're just going to go back to the site. This little button down here returns you to the site, so you don't have to go all out of your way. And this is back to the Barrow pre-K site. Now, an interesting thing is we are logged in as to our CBISD account. If you want to see the same page in an account that's not logged in, we'll just cut and paste the exact same URL, and we'll show some differences. If you look, I'm no longer logged in to my account at CBISD.com. If you look at it closely, when we switch back over to the site, you'll notice the white bar at the top. As long as you're logged into your account at CBISD.com, this white bar is the edit features. This gives you anything you need to edit your site. So while you're viewing the site, you can edit it on the fly. It makes it pretty easy. The first thing I did to this site was I got rid of the Kinder header, and I stuck in the Barrow Elementary Derrick Hands emblem. It's not too tough to do. The main page sites, the big things, are in this thing called More. You're going to go to Edit Site Layout, and these give you what to do. This is the header, horizontal navigation, and so forth. All you do is hover over the header, and it brings up the header settings. This is the one I put in. It's just a picture, cut and paste from the main CBISD website, and I did custom logo. You can put any logo you want up here, or you can completely get rid of it if you want. For now, just for demonstration, we'll just get rid of the logo to make it as simple of a site as we can, and we say OK. And the Barrow Elementary Derrick Hands disappears. And we're trying to make this pretty much as simple a site as we can to kind of start from scratch. We've gotten rid of that header, and it's a little more simple. We can go to some more basic navigations and editing functions. Most of the other editing functions, besides the general layout of the entire page, are going to be the little pencil. When you hit edit page, it brings up the editor. It takes it a few seconds to load. All right. Now you have your site layout. You'll notice it looks a whole lot like a Google Doc or something of the sort, except it's laid out like a website. Basically, to edit, if you'll notice this pre-K here, this is your title. You can get rid of the title if you want. If you want any of these boxes in here, this is just your header page. Welcome to kindergarten. We don't want it to say kindergarten. We are making a pre-K page. Welcome to pre-K. And we're not the Kindergarten Eagles. We are the Barrow Derrickans of something elementary. We can be from Barrow Elementary. And again, these you can link. This is just a link to the main site. You could anything in this text you can make to a link to any other page. But from here, this is just the extreme basic editing features. You click in a box. If you want to get rid of the picture, you just get rid of the picture. If you make a mistake, you undo, you can get the picture back. Very similar to any Microsoft Word document or any Google Doc that you've worked at. Again, this you can play, you can figure out exactly what you want it to look like. From here, any changes that you want to keep, you want to make sure you save. And it's not quite like Google Docs that you do have to save every now and then. And once they've been saved, your site is up to date. And if we want to hop over to the other site and see what change we've made, this is the site that's not logged in. We'll just refresh it and see what our changes look like. And it's turned into a whole lot more simple site. And if we want to continue to make it more simple, again, we'll simplify it down as much as we want to. You don't have to simplify it down any more than it comes standard from the template, but it's kind of interesting to simplify the page down to kind of see where things are. If you'll notice right here, Barrow Pre-K is in a font that I'm not real fond of, and I really don't want that up there. I want to make this particular site as simple as I can. So if you want to get rid of this title, this is actually the title of your page, the Barrow Pre-K. Remember when we created our page, we called it Barrow Pre-K, but I really don't want that on this site. So I'm going to go back to the More, and I'm going to Manage Site. This is the entire site, all the pages within it, and this is the site name that we created earlier when we created the site. And I don't want to show the name at the top of the page. I'm going to uncheck that box. I don't want that name up there right now, not for this page. So I'm going to save it. Okay, and go back to the site. As we'll notice now, the Barrow Pre-K that was here is gone. Now this is about as simple as we can get this site. It's down to kind of bare bones. From here, if you want to build it back up, or if you didn't want to get rid of all that stuff in the first place, you don't have to. But to add stuff and to kind of see how the site works, again, you edit the page, and it kind of shows you the page layout. This is just a text box. This is just a text box. There are 3 text boxes. You can have 1 column, 1 wide column. You can have 2 columns. You can have 3 columns, as you see here. You can do a number of different things with the site layout. Again, we're doing just the very basics of how to design the site. If you want to put any links into here, let's say you want literacy to go to another page, you just highlight literacy, and then you find the URL of where you want that to go to. You enter a link and just copy the link right in there. And we won't do that right now. But if you want anything on this page to jump to another page, let's say Barrow Derrickans, you want to go to the Barrow website. Actually, let's make this a little cleaner. There we go. If you want this to go to the Barrow website, you just highlight where you want to go. You click the link button, and you type in whatever the Barrow website is. We could look it up, but that'd take too much time. So that's pretty much the basic editing features of Google Sites. Hope this helped. Thanks.